Epic Games has officially dropped the first, I guess, do you want to call it a teaser? I don't really know, but regardless, we have officially got word on what Chapter 6 Season 2 is going to be. We're going to be talking about the teaser, breaking it down as much as we can, which, to be honest with you, there's not much to break down, but I'm going to give my thoughts on the entire season from what we know so far. And as always, we're going to take a look at replies to Fortnite and myself to get a gauge on how people are feeling about this. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Guys, let me bring you over to this post by Fortnite. Welcome to Crime City, where the hustle never stops. Big Dill's new single dropping soon, and it has the date that the new season is coming out. So, it is officially titled Fortnite Lawless. Deal with it. And apparently, and from what we've seen, we're getting a new pickle skin. And what's crazy is, and first of all, what I do want to say is I think this is the first animated Keyart loading screen that we've had. I think it looks beautiful. I love it's giving that same like agent feeling, but of course we're on the other side of it. It looks like we're actually going to be the criminals this time around, and I don't necessarily know how much it'll change up the gameplay, but regardless, the spy seasons, the vault seasons, whatever it is, the heisted seasons, all of them have been banger seasons. They've been great themes. So as long as the gameplay is fun, as long as the season is fun to play, I'm totally here for that. As for the elephant in the room, Midas is back. Midas with the Kato Thorn haircut. Midas has never been looking worse in my opinion, but Midas is wanted. Midas is back. I hope that there's a good way that they end up telling the story that Midas comes back, but as you guys probably know if you're following the channel, I don't have a ton of faith in that. I'm thinking that they're just going to bring Midas back and he's just going to leave after the season. Nothing really is going to come about it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they build an incredible story with that, but the POI looks cool so far. It looks like it's straight out of Gotham. We obviously know that Big Dill is going to be the new meme skin, and I'm always here for some meme skins. I just don't know. It's giving me kind of like Peely vibes, Peabody vibes. We'll have to wait and see like how funny it actually is. Big Dill's new single dropping. I hope that's actually like a funny song, to be honest with you, but like I said, there's not a ton we can break down over here. But again, my favorite thing about this though is actually how straight up beautiful that looks. I hope that this ends up being a loading screen, because this honestly could be my main loading screen for Chapter 6. But anyways, guys, it's not just about what I think. I asked you guys over on X, and I'm going to take a look at replies to Fortnite, leak pages, news accounts again, put them all together to kind of get a gauge on how people are feeling about this. Like and subscribe, everybody, if you have not already. Let's get into the rest of the video for today. So I posted this over on X. This actually looks really cool. If anyone would like to share their thoughts, I will include some in the video. Thank you for your time. If you want to join the conversation, you can check out my link tree in the description, or the actual link over to the X page will also be there, or you can just follow me at Clen YouTube, guys. Thank you to everybody who did reply. Let's get into what everybody had to say. And this was the actual top reply over when Fortnite actually posted it. Courage ended up posting, Fortnite keep cooking, I'll be eating. And man, whoever's been running the Fortnite account has been doing such a good job lately, because all Fortnite said was, please do not consume Big Dill. Like, okay, Fortnite. Whoever they have running their account right now is doing a great job, okay? Let's take a look at what Dub had to say. This is why we need to wait before judging a season theme based on leaks, because this looks very unique. I'm honestly getting wrecked vibes. I'm so excited. Looks like Seaport is being changed for season 2. The two skins we see in the teaser look dope, especially Punk Midas. To be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the Midas skin. I'm not, but I know there's a lot of people who will end up liking Midas. Oh my god, I forgot what I wanted to say. How hilarious is it that Midas's biggest fan, Cyan, retires, makes this giant deal about quitting Fortnite forever, never coming back? Epic Games drops a Midas teaser. How funny is that? I low-key really hope that there's actually some Epic Games employee out there that's straight up just trolling Cyan. That would be hilarious, but of course we did have Cyan talking about it. Cyan is someone we're actually going to take a look at for the replies for today. But as for the tweet that we were talking about, getting wrecked vibes, I would like that, but I don't think that Epic Games is ever going to revisit something like Fortnite wrecked ever again after the backlash that they got. But yeah, you know what? If there's some like car mods, I'm so here for it. Dylan had this to say, Midas is the equivalent of bringing our DJ back. It's a weird comparison, but honestly, kind of true at this point. I can see it. Like, it's like, oh my god, they're just doing it to get our attention, and there might not be any story behind it. Possibly. I hope I'm wrong, though. I hope Rifty's also wrong, okay? Michael Struckman had this to say, I mean, when the heist season stops being goated, I'll stop being hyped. This is, and I know it's like a simple post over here, but this is like simply how I'm feeling about it, okay? There are a lot of season themes that I would like them to explore, but every time they've gone into a theme like this, I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I'm 1000% with Michael on this. Like, honestly, probably out of everything that we've taken a look at so far, this is the one that I agree with the most. When the heist season stops being goated, I'll stop being hyped. I'm with that. I'm excited for the new season, man. Let's continue on to Real Whiskey Guy. I'm excited for this. Theme really reminds me of the Most Wanted event, which was an amazing event. So really looking forward to it. Midas, on the other hand, what happened to bro? Exactly, right? But I've seen a lot of people comparing this to the Most Wanted event. I get why people would get those vibes from it, but I don't know, like, would they bring back the heist update and like the heat system and everything? I think that would be really, really cool because it was very well received by the Fortnite community. But I don't look at that post and go, okay, Most Wanted. All right, awesome. I think that was just also a really good time to play in Chapter 4, but you know what? Chapter 6 has been really good so far. Maybe they can really capture that same spirit. If they just copy and pasted the whole Most Wanted event and just added it as a mechanic in the season, I'd be here for that as well. But we do have a ton more posts to take a look at, guys. Let me stop you for just a second. As you know, I've been grinding on YouTube as hard as I possibly can in order to provide for my wife and my child and the future children that we are going to have. So I have been advertising my supporter creator code lately. If you guys do not have a code that you are using in the item shop, please consider using my code Clen. All of this is helping me out more than you will ever know. Thank you very, very much, and thank you for listening at the pause of this video. Let's continue on to what Spy had to say. I hope the storyline is that the island is falling into chaos and panic because of an imminent demon invasion. This might be as close as we're getting to an apocalypse season. You know, I could see that happening. I don't have trust in that. And I keep meaning to make a video too, diving into actually like any issues that I potentially have with the storyline right now, because I understand, I've received a few comments because I've been talking about the storyline lately. I understand that there is a storyline, and I understand that it is fairly easy to follow, but the problem is, it doesn't seem like Epic Games is putting that much care into it. So even if they start having like this demon invasion coming out from the portal, the mini event's probably going to bring some hype depending on when you're watching this. I just need Epic Games to do a little bit more to get me more invested. But for right now, the way that I'm looking at this, and again, I'll make a video on probably the storyline. I'm going to make a video on teasers not being as hyped as they were in general. That's going to be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm coming from this from the perspective of, okay, this looks really fun because we have experience with this type of stuff, and I have no reason to believe that it's not going to be fun, okay? Let's continue on to what Cyan had to say. Midas return season, but the Midas lover guy is not there to play it. Kinda wild. Just saying, that hair design is horrible on Midas. What is that? We're gonna get Cyan back, guys. We're bringing Cyan back to the game. Epic Games knows. Epic Games is posting Midas. There was no Midas poster until Cyan quit Fortnite, but could you imagine if that was actually true? That would be so funny. Actually, how funny would it be if Epic Games like dropped the most banger storyline that we have ever seen ever? We were talking about this on a stream a few days ago where I'm almost sure it was Clark that brought it up, but it's like they have an event, they bring back Geno in the trailer, the Foundation returns, Dr. Sloan, Jonesy, and the 0 point pops up right after Cyan leaves. Now they're dropping Midas. This is just the first of many things that are to come. I would laugh so hard, man. I would laugh so hard, okay? Let's continue on to what Doomstriker had to say. I think it has a lot of potential. It really reminds me of a Gotham City back in Chapter 1, which makes me think we'll possibly get to the Batman collab. I also hope there's something with the big deal where he's like a huge celebrity in Fortnite and IRL. That'd be really cool. If they meme him to the point where he is some giant celebrity on the Fortnite map, which is kind of like, it's kind of what they're doing a little bit, but of course, like, we'd have to wait for the season. I loved Gotham in Chapter 1. I have said it so many times on this channel. Season X is one of my favorite, or one of my 2 favorite seasons in Fortnite history. Gotham was incredible, especially for a Rift Zone, but again, Epic Games got so much pushback on these Rift Zones that I don't think they'll ever do something like that again. But it does give, at the same time, it does give Gotham vibes to it. I would like to see a gimmick to this new POI wherever it is, okay? Let's take a look at what Greg now had to say. I think this looks good. I like how the heist and spy season has its own twist, like this one seems to be focused on crime. The new Midas skin looks really good. Love the hairstyle. Excited to see. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews for the Midas skin. More so like good than bad, I would say, but I do not like it. I don't know why. But then again, like now that I think about it, I was never a big fan of the Midas skin in general. I liked like the pure gold one with the golden touch. But other than that, the skin's not really for me. I like the gold one that came out in Chapter 5 too, in that bundle. Was it a bundle? I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. The gold Midas. Maybe it was the... It does not matter. The Myths and Mortals version of Midas, okay? But as Regna said, I did like how the Heist and Spy season have their own twists, and I really, really hope they find something cool with the crime aspect of it. It's cool to be on the other side of that, okay? Let's continue on to Shadower. Midas trying to be Kato so bad. In all seriousness, what if Kato possessed a snapshot of Midas? Would explain that goofy haircut. Could you imagine? Another thing when Cyan's gone, eh? Another thing is Kato Thorn comes back. Kato Thorn comes back through quests, and he's just straight up back in the storyline. Dude disappeared during quests. He's back in quests, and then he's just like involved in the greatest storyline of all time. We need to see that, Epic Games, please. Titan Swan had this to say. This looks promising, especially when you hear about hijacking and robbing vans. I didn't know about that. What could you do for hijacking? Like, I'm thinking of just like the Halo style where somebody's on a motorcycle and you just like hit X and you kind of like just boot them off. That'd be cool. And robbing vans, if you can get into a car and actually get inside the van, that would be one of the greatest gameplay mechanics that Epic Games could ever possibly add. You knock somebody, you bring them in the van, you drive off to the other end of the map. That's Falcon Scout level of enjoyment for me right there. I hope that's the case, and I don't know if it's going to be for an LTM or something, but the robbing vans could also be for something like the Getaway. Supposedly the Getaway is coming back, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, okay? The Raging Reaper had this to say. Chapter 6 Season 2 officially named Lawless, and seems to be featuring a new POI named Crime City for us to get our robbery on. This looks like it's going to be mayhem, but how on earth does Daigo's plan with the Spirit Realm lead to this? Exactly, like, maybe just everybody's panicking. I don't know. Maybe like Criminal Midas wants to come in and just take advantage of everybody paying attention to the Spirit Realm. I don't know. Something will spawn out of there. Maybe another Godzilla thing. Godzilla just stomps around, flattens everything. There's no law anymore. I'm sure they'll explain it somehow, or at this point, like, who knows if they actually will, okay? Let's continue on to what Joseph Muhammad had to say. I wasn't that hyped for this season due to the theme, but with this teaser, it hyped me up a bit. This looks like more like a GTA season. As you know, I love GTA. I'm excited too. Yeah, it is giving me GTA vibes, and it's always a good thing, especially when you're talking about like the wacky gameplay that Fortnite could possibly bring, right? Let's continue on to what Jet had to say about it. So far, it does look like it'll be good, but my main worry is that it'll be similar to Chapter 5 Season 1, which I really didn't like, and the logo for Lawless looks way similar to it. But then again, me thinking this because of the logo is just a stretch. I'll keep my mind open. I like to see that too. A lot of people, and it's nice to see that people are switching up their tune too, because a lot of people didn't like the idea of a heist theme. But after seeing a teaser, I don't know how after seeing like one small teaser you can change your tune that much, but regardless, like, I get the comparison to Chapter 5 Season 1, which I also didn't really like. A lot of people are feeling nostalgic to it right now. I'm not. One of my least favorite seasons of all time. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I just really didn't like it, man. I get the comparison to that, but Chapter 6 has been so on the ball with things that I feel like it'll just be okay. But actually, speaking of Chapter 5 Season 1, have you guys seen my Battle Pass reaction to that? It's a video that just stands the test of time. I would love to have you guys over there. If you're interested in seeing me react to some skins, I'd love to have you guys there. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care.